This, there is a structure. There's a 4-element storyline that has been around for ages in the art of storytelling, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Because if you use this structure, you will be like the likes of Simon Sinek, Brené Brown, Mel Robbins, Tony Robbins, Wolf of Wall Street, Churchill, Barack Obama, TED Talk speakers. No matter who you admire as a communicator speaker, they all use this 4-element storyline. Now, they might not call it the same as I'm going to call it in this video, but the essence, the foundation, the idea stays the same. And the cool thing is, once you master these 4 elements, this story structure, you can ask, and this is going to sound like over-promising or overselling, but it's not. You can check with anyone we have in coaching, workshops, training. If you master this storyline, you will be able to turn any message into a solid story in 10 to 20 minutes. So no more evenings staring at your screen, trying to build a PowerPoint for your next day boardroom pitch, or being nervous if your story is going to make sense for your big keynote at a conference, or guiding a meeting or a workshop. It's this storyline. So without further ado, let's dive right in and show you what exactly I'm talking about. Let's go.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Now, what's the problem with storytelling is that we, most of the time, I'm not saying everybody, but most of the time, we start with step 3. Step 3 is the solution. We love to give solutions in everything we do, in school, in our work. When we're talking to people, we like to explain stuff that we're passionate about, our product, our service, our opinion, things we think that we want to do. We want to explain, we want to offer them the thing that we think is best for them. Is that in advice, products, whatever it is, but we want to offer the solution. But most of the time, unless you have a really good connection, people are still deciding if they're open to your solution, if they want to hear what you have to say, and if they connect with you. Because I don't take advice for someone that I don't trust, that I want to give attention to, that I don't believe has my best interest in mind or knows who I am and how my world works. I don't want that solution. You can talk to me, but it's a wall. And most of the time when we're looking at meetings, when we're talking to clients, we offer them solutions. We offer them the thing, like, this is what you need to do. This is exactly the budget, the planning, the product, the service that you need. That's what we start with, but it's still step 3. So we got to go up a notch and see what that 4-step storyline is about. And the first one, and this is, I cannot stress how important it is. This is if you master this step, you master storytelling, even without doing the other steps. I know that sounds weird, but it's the relate phase. When you start a conversation, when you start a talk, a pitch, whatever, people are deciding if they trust you, if they want to listen to you, if you are connecting, are you relating with them? And you do that by creating recognition. The more, and I always call it collecting the nod, the more you get people in the room being like, yeah, that's me. That's my world. That's what I'm bumping into. Yeah, that's what I've been wondering myself. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. The more they recognize themselves in your story, the better you started off. Because in the end, it's not about your story. It's about them recognizing their own story, their own life, their own world, their own problems in the things that you're saying. So you start with relating. What do you know about your audience that you can say? You don't know what they're thinking. And you don't know exactly, so you're not going to claim that. But you are going to show them that you have a notion, an understanding, an experience of what their world is about. And the more people are nodding, the more people are like, yeah. Yeah, I've done that. The more you have that, the more internally they're deciding, maybe I should listen to this person. Because, yeah, I see they're like me, they understand my world, this might work out. That's the relate phase. The second part is the offer phase. That's the moment you're not going to talk about their world, you're going to talk about your world. Because your world is magical, full of wonder and value, things they want, things they crave, things they need. So you just started relating and they're like, yeah, that's my world. It ain't perfect. Yeah, you know it. And then you come with your world full of that value, specifically value that your audience want, not just any value. You prepared yourself well and you know exactly what they want and it's already there in your world. So there, of course, you don't want them to drool, but they should be, to make it easy to understand, in that phase of your story, they should be drooling like, oh my God, yeah, that would change my world. That's what you have. That's what I want. That's what I crave. I crave the respect. I crave the time, the money, the resources, something they want. And if you did your preparation right, you know what that is. So you relate. Step 1, they're nodding. You understand me. Step 2, you're offering, giving them, opening the door and giving them a glance or a glimpse into your world full of value. And then you come with step 3. Step 3, the ones, remember, where most people start with. You come with your explanation, your solution, your product, your service, your advice, your roadmap, whatever it is, to show them, well, if we do this, and we follow this solution, or we use this tool, this whatever it is, we use that, then you will get all that value, because then my world becomes your world, and you will get everything that I just promised you. And you want that, and you believe me, because in the beginning I connected with you, and you decided, I'm gonna listen to this person. I trust this person. So then you come with your solution, but now people are open to that solution. And then in the 4th step, you come in the achieve phase. I like to call it the achieve phase. It's your call to action. It's telling them specifically what you want them to do. What do you want your audience, one person or 10,000 people, doesn't matter. What do you want them to do so they acquire that solution or start working with that solution so they can get that value and change the world that they know right now? What's your call to action? And I call it achieve because in the end, that's what you want. In the offer phase, you're talking about what they want. In the call to action phase, it's what you want them to do, what you want to get out of it. Is it money? Is it a signed deal? Is it someone to work for your company? Is it someone that they have to all do yoga after your motivational speech? Whatever it is, but it's what you want. And this simple 4-step structure, you will recognize in any story that you watch. I challenge you. Let's that be my call to action in this video. Go on YouTube, check any speaker, communicator that you admire, no matter what they're talking about, and you will recognize that they will start with creating your world, with relating to you. Definitely look, for example, at a TED Talk. They will be like, oh my God, yeah, that's what I do. That's what I had last week. Yeah, that's what I bump into work every single time. And they will laugh and they will nod, because people that recognize themselves often think it's funny when they get confronted. It's the whole essence of stand-up comedy. The more you recognize something, the more you like it, the more you trust it, and sometimes also think it's funny because you have a mirror in front of you. That's the relate phase. And look at those videos and you will be behind your computer like, oh my God, yeah, I have that too. Procrastinating. Yeah, do it every time. That's how I study. That's how I work. That's how I get pissed off in the car in traffic. That's me. Relate. And then you come like, hey, the speaker will come to you and say, but in my world, I also had that. But in my world, it changed. They will give you a transformation, an evolution. It changed because now when I'm in traffic, when I'm at work, when I don't want to do something, when I don't want to go to the gym, I do it. And this is what happens. And they give you value, 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 value. All the things that you're like, oh, I want that. Yes, that's the time, the respect, the money, the body, whatever it is that I want. And you have that right now. And then you're drooling. And you're like, yes, this person understands me and changed their world into something that I also want. And then they will come with a solution and say, you know how to do it? This is my 4-step plan. This is my 5-step plan. This is the roadmap that you need to follow. This is my habits you need to do. And they will come with a call to action, a closing, and be like, and if you want this, I urge you to do this. Buy my book, sign the deal, go do yoga, whatever. They state something that they want you to do and that they want to get afterwards. That is basically how any story is built. And like I said, they might not call it relate, offer, explain, achieve. They will maybe call it something else. There's so many things online about storytelling, but basically it all comes down to this. So next time, so go watch those videos. That's my main call to action. So go watch those videos and recognize it. I will make a second video, a part 2 of this, how to build a story, and give you examples and show you how you can gather all that information to fill this structure. It will make this video way too long. For now, I'm already happy that you're watching a new YouTube video from a certain speaker and you're like, oh my God, it's that structure. Okay. The second, let's say, sub call to action is also not just look at the videos, but look at your own stories. The next story that you're going to build for work, for school, whatever you have on your plate, look at your story, also your past stories, and ask yourself, am I starting with the solution? Am I explaining immediately? Am I giving them a message full of data, graphs, whatever, and I'm bumping into that wall? Or am I actually taking some time to relate to my audience? Am I then giving something that they want? Am I then explaining how to get it? and ending with a clear call to action, which is also really important for you because that's where your story is going, to that call to action. And if you don't know where you go and what you want, the story's going to go all over the place. So that is the 4-element structure of any story. And if you have that, you have a solid foundation, and then you can start tweaking and adding stuff and anecdotes, experiences, data, fluff it up to a beautiful pitch, to a beautiful keynote. But the foundation is this. Let me know how it works for you. Let me know what this does for you. Let me know if you recognize it with other videos. Like I said, second video coming, part 2, showing how to fill this structure, how to prepare yourself, how to get this information, giving you a couple of concrete examples from my business background to show you how to do this. But for now, hope this already helps, and see you soon. I was Marnik Vandenbroek. You were awesome. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.
Are you listening? Damn.